And soon, Superman rushes into his phone booth, takes off his suit, and out he comes with his big ass, and he shouts, up, up and away, and high, high above the sky, he's soaring. With his X-ray vision, he's scanning the perimeter for the villain, looking for the baddie, looking for the guy who has plot to kill everyone on Mother Earth. And he finds him and swoops down like an eagle and stands right before him. And at this uninvited guest, the bad guy starts to shiver. His knees start to give away. He does not know what to do, Tim. So he draws out his pistol and starts emptying cartridges after cartridges. Bullets. Mere bullets. What can they do to Superman? He stands there with his chest out and the bullets ricochet off his chest. The bullets just ricochet off his rippling chest. No effect on him, no effect on him at all. And now this guy starts getting really nervous, does not know what to do. All his bullets are out. He's nervous. He knows his end is near, Jonathan. He's thinking, what can I do? He's standing there with Superman right in front of him. This superhuman being can probably kill him any second. And in his last desperate attempt, he throws the gun at Superman. And Superman ducks. Do you all get the irony of the situation? Superman, a human being, a superhuman being, whose body just ricocheted off bullets, is ducking when someone throws a gun at him. How stupid can anyone get? Fellow Toastmasters, good evening. As you all have gone through right now, even Superman makes mistakes. So what is wrong if you, Keela, or I make a mistake? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. However, what is not right is if we do not learn from these mistakes. Something superhuman people always do. They learn from their mistakes. So, a general question, a rhetoric question. How many of you would want to be superhuman people? Knowing that you guys can make mistakes. Knowing that you guys can blow up a city or two and still say, hey, I can learn from them. Great. Because recently, deep down King Solomon's temple, a book was discovered. The title of the book is How Can I Become a Superhero? And they had glorified 3 big points. And with my superhuman thinking, I narrowed it down to 3 sentences. A. Admit to your mistakes. B. Lisa, learn from your mistakes. C. Try to preach what you have learned from your mistakes. Tell others what exactly has brought you to a different level from where they are. I have probably gone through the first 2 quarters, and I'm almost there. I'm almost a superhuman being. And now I'm doing the 3rd part, which is I'm preaching what I've learned from mistakes so that you all know what's going to happen. Let me reiterate a flashback as to why and how I became a superhero. It was not long ago, a beautiful Friday afternoon. My friend and I were playing pool. I love playing pool. And that particular Friday afternoon was not one of my favorite Friday afternoons, Jonathan. Something that I would not like. Something that happened just left a very good memory though. I was playing pool and I was very busy concentrating on my shots, accuracy. But none of my shots would go in. They all just bounced off the cushion. And at each shot bouncing off the cushion, my frustration level was rising. 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 And soon my brain was in this overload mode and it sent some reflex action to my leg and I cursed the table and I kicked it. And then time froze. Stood there. The table seemed to resonate to the frequency of my kick. And like this wounded soldier falling to the ground, the 4 feet by 8 feet oak wood pool table side panel melodramatically dropped to the floor. And at that instant, the building's maintenance manager was standing right behind me. Shakespeare's play could have had a better timing for him to arrive. I was caught red-handed even before I committed the crime, Lisa. And I was standing, not knowing what to do. And then this big burly man with huge mustache, with a hammer on one hand and a drill on the other, walks up to me. And I don't know which one he's going to draw or shoot. I'm standing still, petrified, ossified at his very presence. He comes down, looks at the table and says, "I see you have broken it." Kind of a soft voice for a big burly guy. "I see you have broken it." I was like, duh, it's broken, yeah. And so he walks off. And my friend and I continue playing pool, not knowing how to react, what to do. And then comes the building manager. A well-dressed gentleman with a coat and a suit, I should say, walks in and says, he walks on the pool table and like, "Hey, it's broken. Did you guys do anything to it?" I panicked at that question. Did you guys do anything to it? Thoughts like, oh my God, I might have to replace this $4,000 pool table. I don't have so much money. I might be in deep debt if I borrow $4,000. What will I do? I have to be deported probably. So I was standing there, not knowing how to react, and I suddenly spit out, "No. It was broken, it was dead on arrival. Someone else broke it." Mistake number 1. I lied. And I tried to cover it up, saying that, "Scott, how can you expect a thin guy like me to break a pool table with a kick?" And I was sweating so profusely while I said this, it was a giveaway. He first of all looks at me and says, "Santosh, do you realize you're not exactly thin or small?" So I said, "Yeah, but it was broken, I don't know what to do." So we let that go. I went back home. The next day, I decided if I had to become a superhero, I should follow the second rule. I should realize that I should admit to my mistake and I should learn from them. So you know what I did, Steve? I did a George Washington. I went up to Scott and said, "Scott, forgive me, my good man. It was I who broke the pool table and it was not the one-armed man." Scott said, "Okay, we'll try to fix it and we'll send the bill up to your apartment." I said, "Very well, but try to keep it low." He said, "I'll try to do the best I can." I went back home feeling a bit relaxed. And then I was reading the book again. The third point, try to preach what you have learned. And I'm trying to tell all of you, anytime you're all playing pool and you get angry and you decide to kick the pool table, do not. It's fatal. I said this, I'm preaching. And then in the book, in that holy book on how to become a